This is game number 32. On the tee from Belgium, Nicolas Colsaerts.
Yeah, three-time winner. Ryder Cup players you mentioned. Always been a wonderful ball shaper, ball striker. It's a golf course that you would think would suit Nico. A good opening day yesterday of 69. 3-wood. No, that's in a little bit of trouble.
Well, the marshal's hand goes up, so maybe he's okay. Maybe he's had a break there. Looks like he's just trying to pop it back in the fairway here.
Got a very good lie, considering where he is. You can see plenty of the ball. He's trying to just slide, hit it fat, he said. He could have got that there. He's nearly got it there anyway. He caught a beautiful lie over there. So all about the visualisation here. Where does he land it? What has he seen? See him staring 4 days, looking at his landing spot, just over the ridge. There you go. Let it release, a little bit of check. Oh, grazed the edge. Good try. Nicely done.
"23 putts in round one. That's good work.
Now this is important though, for his confidence. Yeah, great up and down, really good recovery. Yes, he got a break off the tee down the right side, getting a good lie, but he's fashioned the par.
Clown. For all day, mate. Yeah, I agree that 6 it probably needs to be better though.
Correct.
What is it again? 183?
Correct.
So it's playing 90, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, Nicolas probably works in metres, doesn't he, being a continental European rather than yards.
Ooh, that needs to go, dude. It's thin and soft. Ugh.
It went just enough to find the front of the green.
And the great thing is, every week in this game, you've got a chance.
Of course,
Start,
yeah.
reset on Sunday night, and then you go again.
And every week's different. You play different grasses, obviously, you get good breaks, bad breaks. And it's 4 days. It's different to other sports. Like, you need to focus for a long time. You could play 66, 67 really good holes out of 72, but you chuck a couple of bad ones in, you're probably not going to win. So you need a look to go your way, but yeah, every week's different.
The game phase is on, isn't it, for Nicolas Colsaerts? Here he is, iron in hand at the third.
Non, allez, putain, fais chier, quoi. C'est drôle ou?
Not sure what that meant, but I don't think he liked it.
It's not going to change anything.
No, exactly.
Well, we saw the tee shot and how frustrated he was, and Nico Colsaerts just trying to chip it back into the fairway.
Sit, sit, sit. That's 22 minus 319 plus 120, 2029. No.
No.
So that's this.
Yes.
Why would he not put this in?
No.
Is that the only one we got here?
Important to get this bit right.
25 on? Yes. 25, 147. 147, 156. 47, 5, 6.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
The way they switch so easily from one language to another baffles me.
You think what, 8?
I think the fact you said as well that there is that many short par fours, but then you chuck in a hole like the 10th, which is arguably one of the toughest we play all year. So it's got a really nice mixture of holes out here, and like you say, every hole is different, sharp dog legs and so on. So yeah, I've really enjoyed it the first 2 days, and look forward to coming back.
Should be perfect.
There's nothing to the right of this, correct?
Correct?
There's nothing to the right of this, no?
No.
Yeah, just in the gap between the TV tower and the flag.
Love it.
Well, we know what the plan is. Let's see if he can execute it. Perfectly said, so the yardage for the club suits him well.
Come on. Ah, it's gone left a bit. Ah.
It's making us redundant.
Nice sound off the putt ahead.
Wow.
And he's left himself,
Dude.
as you can hear, a lot more than he would have liked.
This is quite a big part, isn't it, for Nicolas Colsaerts? This is for bogey at the 3rd.
Yeah, that's good. And it is important because the cut right now, projected cut there, you see it on the right-hand side, is -2. So there's a lot of work to do for Nico.
3 DP World Tour victories and a Ryder Cup appearance, of course, in the Miracle at Medina.
Just fine, but you don't want it any further right. No, that's right, I'll do this. The hard one? 56. No. No, I think it's going to be some sort of like 50, open it up, and yeah, I think so. Under, it's just going to be unpredictable. What do you got, 100, right?
Correct.
Interesting to hear him say they're unders too unpredictable. He's talking about the overhanging branches in front of him. He drives the ball underneath those. He's not certain of how the ball's going to react, so he's going to try and cut one in with a 50-degree wedge.
Even if I go just left of the hole with a 56, which is extremely tight to this one,
Okay.
like I can hit it over, no problem. I just think it's always going to be short.
Okay.
101 hole, 90, 101. Right, okay. 90,
Hey.
101.
Final instructions, as Tim says, he's going to try and slide this a little bit and use the spin as well. So he's going to try and cut it slightly and use cut spin to get it to the hole side, but not easy from this distance to get that cut.
And if you don't get it, there's a deep swale waiting on the left-hand side, so it's got an element of risk to this.
How good is that? People don't know.
Well, actually we do, Nico.
It's interesting to hear his comments, wasn't it? Because it is the sort of shot that if you didn't hear the commentary and you didn't understand that the branches were in the way and how creative you had to be, you'd have just looked at the shot and thought, yeah, fairly good shot, no problem. But he was very pleased with it because it was a difficult one. With a short iron to move the ball in the air, it's quite a difficult task, and he did it beautifully.
Be a nice one to make as well. Oh, and he does. What a beautiful birdie 3. A really creative second shot round the tree. And he gets the drop shot back from the last hole. Back to -2.
Now, Colsaerts, 41 years of age, but he can still get it out there, so it's a slightly different proposition for him, Mark.
He's always had this wonderful ability to turn on an extra 20 yards as well, and it all happens in the last sort of yard of the downswing. Look, it's smooth and long, and then he really just whips the hands through at the bottom, but oh, he's got a break. Hit high in the tree and went straight left. There you go.
We want to get to this, huh? This is nice. So 70. Hit it 180.
Yes. Right at that guy in the grey umbrella, yeah?
Yes.
So good to hear
Yeah, on
what
the
he's
tree
thinking.
on the other side.
Yes, I love that.
Because he hit the tree off the tee, it's gone backwards slightly, so he's too far back to have a go. He's chosen the yardage of 180 for his layup, and that will leave him the distance that he wants for the third shot, his pitch shot.
Should be just fine, I think. Yeah, it's just in a row.
Now, Nico didn't seem too concerned with the layup. He was trying to hit it 180 into the fairway, but he's actually gone a little too far into the semi, so he's going to have to go high here. He's not going to be able to spin this too much.
Go. Go.
Sounded chunky, didn't it?
Dude, it's so fat. Oh, Lee. Oh.
Yeah, that's good pace. Yeah, right choice of shot, and well done to the whole side. Looks like Nico will make his par 5. Caddy David there, you see, just holding the brolly over there, just keeping the ball dry. You'd think you'd rather keep your man dry, but no, on this occasion you want the ball to be free of any raindrops. Yeah, nice acceleration through. He's looked good holding out.
You know the ball, mate.
It's just his tee shots that he's got to start finding fairways and quickly.
What sort of four is that? Huh?
You can see it's a busy day for the caddies. The towel being brought out quite frequently to dry the face off of the grip.
Well, his playing partner's quick to say nice. Lower ball flight. Maybe just a little bit off the power and right in the middle.
Eduardo.
Nico.
I just on behalf of Belgium, I apologize for this disgusting display of weather. But straight on to business. You qualified for the US Open last week. Mm-hmm. Is there any sort of spying games when you go over there and you look at what our American colleagues do?
I guess a little bit. Obviously, I haven't played the US Open in, 3 years, but I'm not used to play those courses. So we definitely go there, we try and play practice rounds with players that maybe you haven't played in a while, see what they're doing, especially play with players that played 10 years ago at Pinehurst. So I've already made a couple of calls and text messages.
I imagine it's also a good chance for you to catch up with all these guys that you work with your stats program. Who in that group of players is the most involved with their numbers, looking at patterns and every bit of data that you can give to them?
That's an easy question. That's Fitzy. He was the first one to start and is still the one that likes it the most and is the most involved. And then it just changes player to player. You know, some other guys like Victor, I speak mostly with Shay, his caddy, and his coach, Joe. Other guys like to be a bit more involved. It's just very much depending on player by player.
On a more funny note, you've just made eagle on this par 3, hitting a 3-wood from the fairway. Do you want to share to the people how did you hit that shot?
I had the tree in the way a little bit, so I was trying to hit a low draw. It came out a little bit thin,
Okay.
a little bit too low.
Uh-huh.
But it kind of skid on the water, got lucky, pin high from 265 to the pin and made a nice putt.
So lesson for everyone watching at home, you don't have to hit it perfect to make eagles on par 5s.
Better be lucky than good. Way better.
Back to you.
88 hole.
Yep.
Should be good, right?
Yeah, I think if this is struck correctly, it's going to be absolutely perfect.
I agree.
Well, got to admire Nico. I mean, how many jobs has he got today? He's trying to concentrate on his golf, he's interviewing, he's entertaining us. Can he find some good swings as well? 5-iron, 208.
A little bit more. Go, go.
Yeah, right at it.
Good.
Well done, mate.
So it's a little bit uphill to start with, then it sort of levels out and then it goes downhill. Anthony Wall has made his way into the dry of the commentary box. Did you make it this far, Anthony?
I did. I walked in from there a long way away. And what you saw there with Nicola is, I think, routines almost go out of the game plan, really. It's about staying dry, keeping that face of the club dry. Nice putt, nice judgment.
Yeah, Anthony, he's had the pace really good on the greens, and I just thinking as you walked in there, you look rather bedraggled, but I didn't feel sorry for you. Colsaerts with the 3-wood. Hopefully a fairway finder. No, way right. And he's done this.
Much, dude.
Yeah, he just can't find what he's wanting to do off the tee.
Colsaerts just spotting it back into the fairway. He's done that a few times today, hasn't he? So third shot now for Colsaerts.
9 should be alright, huh?
Yeah.
3-8, pitching a little bit past 40.
Yeah, going right between the 2 balls, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
3-8 hole, huh?
Correct.
That just shows you, doesn't it? He's a long hitter. That shows you the conditions. Playing at least a club further. We heard that earlier.
Come on, be good. Be good. Come on. Oh, it's short. I mean, hit it absolutely nowhere. Nowhere.
Colsaerts then, long range for a par, having been in trouble off the tee. Putting up and over the ridge. It's going to break quite heavily right to left. Pretty well judged. Should be able to tidy that up for a bogey. It's holed out well so far today, Nicolas Colsaerts, so hopefully this one won't cause him any bother. Just a little bit too errant off the tee at the moment. Needs to tidy that up and make his way past 2 under. Ultimately to make this cut. See from the ball scattered on the fairway there, variety of clubs these players have hit off the tee. Seeing how far down the fairway they want to hit it. Some getting as close to the green as possible, some not wanting that sort of fiddly yardage and laying back.
You want a bar?
No, I'm good.
Good?
Yeah, thank you.
Well, this should really be a green light shot here. Straight at it.
Yeah, be hoping for inside 10 feet. Perfect tee shot. What's he got with the spin? Line should not be a problem. That's a wild one, but the spin has certainly helped, and that's now just fine.
Just a little far.
Yeah, that's okay. Came back. Almost been alright.
Yeah, the greens are putting better than they ever have done, there's no doubt about that. There was a little bit of thatch to them, but the guys have gone about a lot of aeration and a process to get rid of it, and boy have they done a good job, as Mark says, like billiard tables.
It's a lovely chance for a 3.
Well, he's seen Marcel's putt, so he knows this is straight. And I agree with you, Tim. He's holed out really well from 6 feet and in so far today.
The bunker at 300, which can affect him here.
Just right of him. Don't hit anything. Oh, he hit something.
Well, I was hoping to see driver off the deck, but 3 wood should be enough in these conditions. Because he's a bit of a striker.
Yeah, he's always fun to watch, isn't he, when he's got these sorts of clubs out. He can suddenly produce a magic shot, but 4 out of 8 greens today is because he's not driven the ball well. So only 50% of the greens found, and he'll do very well to find this 9th green from 2, 3, 9 out. Now, can he find it? No, hates it. Hand off the club. Miscue again. High and right. And apologies just for a little bit of poor language there before he hit the shot.
Now, after the wayward approach, Colsaerts third at 9.
It might look a nice lie, but it's not particularly appetising, this, when you're going over the corner of a bunker. Oh, that's well played. That is well played. Now, that is his shot of the day so far. Brilliant pitch shot. Exactly what he needed. He was getting a bit hot under the collar. He was getting a bit flustered. Quite a lot of puffing and panting going on. And this is a peach, Tim.
Yeah, judged it beautifully, didn't he? Read the lie. That's the first thing the guys have to do, is look at the lie they've got, figure out how the ball's going to react with that lie, and then land the ball appropriately according to its reaction. So he judged all of that really, really well.
The par putt here for Colsaerts will find the bottom of the cup.
Yeah, great save, Nicolas Colsaerts. That was very valuable.
He's not driven the ball particularly well today, so let's see if he can produce a good one on such a demanding hole.
No, there's another one going right. You see the caddy pointing, and well, according to the statistic we just saw, that's a bogey coming up.
Nicolas Colsaerts sadly couldn't find his first tee shot, so this will be his fourth shot. The provisional ball found the cut and prepared. The first one lost in the woods, which with a decent crowd means it must have been a significant wide. Oh, splendid approach all the way back to the pin, straight at it. It'll be a terrific 5 if he can make it. Finished behind the hole. So just didn't marry up the line and speed necessary to find the bottom of the cup, and a double bogey puts him in peril of missing this cut. He's going to need a really strong finish from here in. See the shape of the hole there and the two fairway bunkers that don't really come into play. That was a nice swing by Nicolas down the right-hand side.
Marcel,
Yes, my friend.
this is a very difficult exercise for me. It's very close.
Yes.
This must change you a little bit from Mauritius, where you live now. How long have you been there? What's the life there like?
I spent the last 3.5 months in Mauritius. It was really nice. I was on crutches the first 4 or 5 weeks, so in a bed there, but in the cold, and it was beautiful on the beach and kids around and my wife. It helps, and we had a good time there.
I made the calculations between Eduardo, you and I, and we have combined 1,405 European tournaments. You mentioned yesterday that it's nice that everybody greets you when you come back after a long time.
Yeah.
What's it like to be part of furniture on the European Tour?
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's awesome. Seriously, I missed it so much, and you know, I still feel I have a few wins in my body, and I will work very, very hard to win another one this year. I'm a bit rusty at the moment still, but I mean, these things, when we get older, to recover as quick as we did when we were 20, it's not the same, but we have to work harder. And but you know, playing with you here, my first tournament out is awesome. Even though I'm 7 over par, seriously, I couldn't care less. And it's just great, you know, the staff and everyone around here. It was so nice to me when I came back, and it's my family, and I'm loving it.
And one more thing before we wrap this up. I have 2 amazing memories from you the last couple of years. The first one is when you played really well at the Open, at St. George's, enjoying the crowd, because that is the Marcel that I know, the entertainer. If you compare it to the win in India last year, they get you a status back, be a winners in winners category, in a winners circle again.
Yeah.
Which one rates higher? Which one gave you the most adrenaline?
I mean, adrenaline, I guess, was the Open for sure. I mean, the spectators are fantastic, as you know. They know what a good shot and a bad shot is, and they were really trying to push me, and I got my card through the Challenge Tour, and that was the last tournament I was actually safe for the year after. So emotion-wise, that was crazy, but then the win in India, looking into the future, meant a lot more. Winners category, it just makes life easier, and you know, you belong back on tour in the winner's circle and stuff. So pretty even, I have to say, both tournaments.
Anyway, on behalf of everyone, we always love to see you play, and I even enjoy playing in your company even more.
Thank you very much. Cheers, guys.
Finished his commentating and interviewing duties. Can he knock it close?
Fairly.
Yeah, 13 really is the only difficult hole for the next hour or so for Nico. So he can roll this in. He's still got a chance of playing the weekend. This one's pretty straight up on this top ledge.
There we go. Welcome back. You must be a lucky charm, Morley.
Yeah, you can't keep a good man down for long.
More from Mark Rowe a little bit later.
I'm just going to take a little bit off this, huh? It's not a 4-4-1, huh?
Just give us an insight into that comment, Anthony. Take a little bit
70
off it.
flag,
What does
huh?
that mean for our viewers at home?
It's a mental thing as much as a technical thing. He's probably trying to take maybe 5 or 6 yards off it. Some change it with maybe a slightly higher ball flight. Some maybe just grip down. Some take a little bit off the ball speed, so they swing it a little bit slower or a little bit shorter. So it's obviously in between clubs, trying to bridge that gap.
Yeah, I think that sometimes the club players don't necessarily know that these guys have about 12 yards between each club.
But yes, it's very easy to beat yourself up and think that every shot you hit should be a good one. Really, that is not the case.
Things do get more difficult over the weekend with the pressure mounting, so maybe not. 196 yards. Full-blooded 6-iron. Stay just there. Growls a lot, doesn't he? We've had a lot of growls today.
This is an interesting little one because it's a little bit more downslope on the putting surface than it looks on the camera. So just needs to be careful. Nicely played.
Yeah. Close.
That was nice. That was better. Nice little fade. Big hit from Colsaerts.
Running out of time to make this cut. Must make birdie this. Get this close. Should do.
Yeah, if he gets up and down here, his interest level will go up because I think he will think he can make the cut. Now catch this. Oh, just 5 yards too much.
He's got to read the green like a putt. That's important. Remember that when you're chipping. It's not just about. You've got to go forward, read it like a putt. Then you can assess your landing spot. That's the key.
I always used to start by looking what part of the hole I want the ball to roll in from and then work back from there. This gives us some clarity here, having to chip this. This is makeable. You can just pitch it just before the green, I think. It will release all the way. Belted it.
Now, this is all going wrong at the moment for Colsaerts. It's going the wrong way. Could do with this. Still chance if he could make this. Yeah. Wind's gone out of his sails. His frustration's been building all day. Now, something special. Nico. How about 4 birdies to finish? Can be done.
to be taking more dead aim than the majority of players, obviously needing those birdies. As you can see from that, vast majority of the players would play left of that pin and just into the heart of the green.
Coming left and then falls right. Was I dreaming or no?
Started. Looked like it started.
Yeah, how's your luck?
Well played from Colsaerts.
Great players do. He's trying to hold this. He said try and hold this. Maybe a spectacular finish. Best tee shot of the day by far. What a great effort. That really was well played.
Push.
So it looks like a certain birdie.
It's a push, man.
Oh.
You know it. The slope is off the left.
First part of the equation done. He's got the length to reach 17 in 2, we know that.
Now, how aggressive is Colsaerts going to be here?
Very. He's lost a few to the right. He can't afford to do that here. Needs one of his better swings of the day.
Yeah, that's a good sign for the marshals. That sort of flappy motion means dead straight.
He's saying sit.
But it's, you see, that's the thing, is it is dead straight, but... Well, the dream is still alive if he can possibly... He can hold this and then obviously make an eagle at the last. Hold a wedge. It's been done before. Oh, not now. That is, I'm afraid to say, over for Nicolas Colsaerts at this year's Soudal Open. Yep, cracker. He's hit 2 or 3 really good drives over the last few holes, and that's been his nemesis all day, to be honest. We've spent too much time in the trees, but he could still hold that, Tim.
And Colsaerts last to go. What's he got? 137.
Yeah, it should be a full wedge, gap wedge, maybe a full gap wedge, a 3/4 wedge. Can we get a miracle at Ringford? Good golf shot.
Colsaerts juniors. There's 2 lads. Now, can Papa make a birdie at the last? Give them something to cheer and clap. Of course he can. There we go. One is impressed, the other one, yeah, nice birdie dab, but you haven't made it to the weekend.
Good luck, thank you.
Well done. 2 in the last 3 for Nico.
Thanks, mate. Cheers. Yeah, to do it, let's go. You want your mic now or you want your mic later?
To watch another DP World Tour video, click here, and to subscribe, click here.